Hello everyone and welcome to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. We're glad you're tuned in. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Southern Oregon PBS, KTVL, KDRV, and the Dove Network. Thank you for hosting us on your station. In the Medford School District, we have one shared vision, and that we believe that all are learning, and learning is for all. And what better place to do that than right here on Medford Anywhere Learning TV.
Hi, I'm Kristen Robinson, and I teach kindergarten at Kennedy Elementary here in Medford, Oregon. Today, we are going to do a really fun lesson that talks about our emotions and feelings. Feelings and emotions are kind of things that confuse us sometimes, but we all have them. First, I want to show you my learning standard for the day. The learning standard actually is composed of two different parts. I can, with prompting and support, identify the reasons an author, that's the person that writes the book, gives to support points in the text. And then I can also identify words and phrases in stories or poems that suggest, here's our super word, feelings or appeal to the senses. This is a really exciting standard because it helps us think about how things make us feel. And I have a really neat book to share with you. So we're going to read that together and then we're going to do a craftivity. So let's get started reading our book. It's called I'm Happy Sad, and it's written by Lori Britton, who actually lives in Oregon. I like the inside of the covers because it shows us all the different words that she's made up. Here's our title page and our dedication. Sometimes I just feel happy, that's all. I feel the noisy, giggly, jump and run kind of happy. She looks pretty happy. Sometimes I feel a different kind of happy. When I'm cozy in my favorite spot with my favorite book, I'm the quiet kind of happy. She looks really cozy in her chair. She has some stuffed animals with her and probably her favorite blanket. And I really like her rainbow socks. Other times, I feel sad. Once I was sick and couldn't go to my friend's birthday party. I had a crying, nothing's right sort of sad. Looks like she was going to her friend Javier's birthday and she couldn't make it because she was ill. That is sad. The day our neighbors moved away, I was a different kind of sad. I didn't smile for that whole day or even part of the next day. Oh, she's hugging him goodbye. You can see he has his moving boxes and his pets. And this is the for sale sign that would have been in front of their home before they put the sold on it. Lots of times I have more than one feeling inside of me. Like when my mom picks me up at school and I have to stop playing, I'm happy to see her, but I'm sad to leave my friends. I say, Mom, I'm happy, sad together. I really like that it says that we can have two emotions because sometimes we feel so many things at once, we don't know what to call it. The morning I walked into my new classroom for the very first time, I felt scared and brave together. Lots of people feel that way sometimes. We've all been the new kid at one time in our lives, and sometimes even the new adult in the room, and that makes us all a little scared and brave. Scared because it's something new and brave because we're doing it for ourselves. Last week, I was friendly and shy all at once. I felt too shy to talk to the new girl, even when I gave her a friendly smile. You can see she gave the new girl a smile, but she was a little bit scared to go see her. So that means she was shy. And that is something we definitely all feel, even adults. Sometimes I feel nervous and excited at the same time. Like that's how I felt about my first sleepover. I remember when I was a little girl, I felt that way too about my first sleepover. I was nervous for 2 whole days before it was time to go, but I was excited too. I bet you've tried something new before that's made you feel that same way. Oh, we almost missed a page. One time, I had 2 big feelings swirling around inside of me. Are you ready for this? I was sad and mad when my friends wouldn't play with me. I felt sad that they weren't being nice, and I was mad because they didn't let me play. Both feelings together. It looks like they're having a lot of fun. It was too bad they didn't invite their friend to come play with them. When I fell down at the playground, I wasn't sure how I felt or what I wanted. Part of me wanted to be picked up like a little kid, and another part of me wanted to get right up and keep climbing. I had a little kid feeling and a big kid feeling mixed together. I still feel that way sometimes, even as an adult. I had big feelings when my baby brother was born. I was really proud, which means excited and feeling really happy inside, to be a big sister. And I was jealous of all the attention he was getting. I had proud and jealous feelings inside of me. That was confusing. It is confusing when we feel more than one thing. But jealous means when we kind of feel like something might be taken away from us, or if somebody else has something that we really would like to have. She was feeling that way when she saw her family and friends with her baby brother, and she was watching from the outside. Last week, I learned to cut a circle with scissors. You can see the circles that everybody cut in her class. I couldn't cut a curvy line on my first try. Oh, that is super hard. So I was frustrated. I didn't want any help, and I was determined to keep trying. I love that she said determined, because that means that she just kept moving forward. And finally, I did it. That's the best part about trying. If we just keep trying, we usually get where we want to go. When I have more than one feeling inside of me, I don't have to choose just one. That is so true. I know that all of my feelings are okay at the same time. Absolutely. I can see her friends are probably feeling more than one feeling as well at the same time. If I want to, I can tell a friend about my feelings. This is so nice. She's with her friend and she's letting him know maybe what's going on inside of her heart and her mind. Or I can tell a grown-up about all my feelings. I can say what happened and how I feel. And sometimes I don't even have to talk. I can just be with someone and feel better. That's really important to know, that you can always go to somebody and explain how you're feeling. Sometimes when my feelings are all mixed together, I like to pretend. I can pretend my animals have the same feelings I do. I really like that she's using her bunny to talk to the unicorn, and she's probably having the bunny tell the unicorn exactly how she's feeling. And it looks like her friend is doing the same thing. This is a really great way to talk about your feelings that might feel a little nervous or uncomfortable inside of you to get out. I can dance and swirl around just like my feelings swirl inside of me. They look really happy. Moving helps me feel better. I can even paint two pictures at the same time to show those two feelings together. So she's moving around and kind of getting everything going and her blood's pumping. That probably helps her feel better when she's sad. And then if she just wants to kind of think about how she's feeling, putting it down on paper and artwork is always a great way. This is my favorite page. I make up my own words for my together feelings sometimes. If I'm sad and mad, I can say I'm smad. Or if I'm feeling shy and happy, I can say I'm shappy. That's pretty funny. I can make up a lot of pretend feeling words. And you know what? When I'm older, sometimes I'll still have different feelings mixed together inside of me, and that's okay. She has love-appy and excited and braverous. That's a good one. And hap-sad. And I love this. She just drew a sunshine, which tells me she was probably super happy when she drew that. She's glappy, which is glad and happy. Another excited word, hap-sided, so she's happy and excited. And worry-sad, which means she was probably a little worried and sad at the same time. I hope you enjoyed the book. I'm going to show you something you can do to think about words. So you'll need a piece of paper and you'll want a marker. Let me put our papers over here. And then I think I'll use pink because we all know I love pink. And I'm going to write some words down. So let's see. I had love and happy. So I'm going to write love-appy as one of my words. I'm making up my own words and it's fun. And that's a happy word, so I'm going to put a heart by it. So I remember that that means I'm feeling love and I'm happy at the same time. And then sometimes I might be happy and sad. So I think I'm going to use my blue marker for this one because pink's kind of a happy, joyful color. So happy, sad. How could I write that together? Oh, I know. Hap sad. So an H and an A, P, S, A, and D. And I think I'll kind of just put my meh face next to it. My little eyeballs. Hap sad. So I'm happy and kind of sad. That happens a lot when you're an adult, especially when your kids get older. You're happy that they're getting older and they're doing well, but you can still be kind of sad because it means they don't need you as much. And that's kind of true for us when we're little too, and we have siblings. So now I think I'm going to write another really happy word. So let's get our pink pen again and our paper. Let's see, I'm thinking I need another word. How about something with excited? She had cited with an S. I think I'm going to put hapsited because I know when I am happy and excited, it just all comes together. So I'm going to put hapsited. And then I'm going to put my favorite mark at the end of this, an exclamation mark, because we all know when you have an exclamation mark, it means you're super excited to say it. So I have 3 words. So I think it would be really fun if I was at home to keep writing my words, but I'm going to show you a craft you can do with these. And not only are these a craft for you to put your artwork down, but you could also use these to show people if you were kind of feeling like maybe your words wouldn't come out of your body right, because it's really important that we always let other people know when we're feeling something. Now we're going to work on our craftivity and take those amazing words we wrote and put them on pieces of artwork. I'm going to move my pen so you can see really well because this is a fun part. What you'll need is a paper plate. I just got these out of my kitchen, or some paper. And then I have these really great popsicle sticks that are colored. You could use plain ones, or if you don't have popsicle sticks, you could just use the plate by itself. And then my markers, a glue stick, because you know I never leave home without my glue stick, and my tape. And I'm going to take my word list and I'm going to think of words. And I actually was just talking to my friend Ben, and he came up with the most amazing word for fun and love, flub. So we're going to do that on our plates. I have a red marker. Let's go over here and get started. All right, so the first thing I think of when I think of love is a big red heart. So I'm going to put a big red heart right in the middle of my plate. Now, if you were using a piece of paper, you put that right in the middle of your piece of paper. Just make sure you leave some room to write your word. Now we need another color. Let's see. How about purple? Purple's a fun color. And I'm going to write flub, and I'm going to write it on the side. F-L-O-B-E. And then I'm going to put some dots all the way around my plate. The fun thing about this is it's your artwork, so you could make this anything you wanted to. You could put flowers on it, you could put polka dots or chucks on it, or even a unicorn horn. And then after I decorate my entire workspace, because you know Mrs. Robinson, she'd put more color on this, I'm going to flip it over, and I need to put my stick on it so I can use this as a sign. If you didn't have one, you could still hold it up and just have it be a sign like this. But this makes it a little extra special. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some glue onto the back of my plate, and I want to make sure I'm in the middle of the plate on the bottom. And I also like to put some glue on my stick because that's going to help it. And then before I do anything else, I need to get my tape out. And if you don't have any tape at home, you could just use some glue on this and it would stick. Just make sure you put something heavy on it, but not too heavy, maybe like a book. All right, I'm going to put some tape on the back of this, and this is the magic part. We're going to put that right on our spot where we had our glue and push it down. And I like to use my thumbs for this because it really gets on there nice and strong. And depending on what kind of plate you have, you might have an even flatter plate. That would probably be easier. Are you ready to see what we made? We made a sign that says flub. I can't wait to show this to my friend Ben because he's going to think it's amazing. So the best part I think about making these signs is that sometimes we're so excited we can't find our words, and sometimes we might be a little SMAD, remember sad mad, and we don't feel like talking. So we could actually just use our signs to tell people how we're feeling until we're ready to share with them. So the next thing I'd like to do with you is read another book about feelings and emotions. So let's get started. We are going to read an amazing book together called The Crayon Box That Talked. Have you ever seen crayons that talked? I haven't either, but I'm super excited to share this book with you. So let's get started reading. So this book was written by Shane DeRolf, and it was illustrated by Michael Letzig, and the publisher is Scholastic. Thank you, Scholastic. The Crayon Box That Talked. Here's our title page, and this is actually from my classroom, so you can see it has a really neat Medford School District stamp in it. That makes me happy. While walking in a toy store the day before today, ooh, look at all the beautiful toys. I overheard a crayon box with many things to say. That's pretty magical. I don't like red, said Yellow, and Green said, nor do I. And no one here likes orange, but no one knows just why. That's pretty sad. We are a box of crayons that doesn't get along, said Blue to all the others. Something here is wrong. I see lots of different emotions. I see some people that look maybe a little mad and sad, frustrated, and maybe just kind of, I'm not sure how to feel. And he feels like maybe he doesn't like the situation at all. And shocked. And another one that feels kind of sad, I bet. So they are all having different emotions and feelings. Some of them maybe more than one. Well, I bought that box of crayons. Oh, look, she's paying for the box of crayons in the toy store. And I took it home with me. That's a beautiful home she has. She's walking up her steps. And I laid out all of the colors so the crayons could all see. I see some more feelings and emotions. I see a green crayon that looks super happy and a yellow crayon that looks happy. Oh, he looks relaxed and happy. And he looks happy. Oh, and maybe excited and more relaxation happening back here. So they're all feeling emotions and feelings. Oh, it looks like some of them may have changed again. They watched me as I colored with red and blue and green and black and white and orange and every color in between. So she's using all of the colors in the box. And again, some of them look like they may be feeling more than one emotion at a time. They watched as green became the grass and blue became the sky. The yellow sun was shining bright on white clouds that were drifting by. Drifting means that they were floating by. Look at all their faces. He looks confused, doesn't he? Maybe he's wondering about something. And the blue, I have to say the blue looks pretty darn happy and excited. Colors changing as they touched, becoming something new. They watched me as I colored. They watched till I was through. Look how excited and happy they are. They're sharing this time together. And I love how it says the colors changed when they touched, because when we draw something like we did in our signs, it makes an entirely different new picture. And when I'd finally finished, I began to walk away. And as I did, the crayon box had something more to say. What do you think the crayons are going to say? They definitely look like their feelings and emotions changed from the beginning of the book. I do like red, said Yellow, and Green said, so do I. And Blue, you were terrific, so high up in the sky. They look pretty happy and they're sharing a good time together. Oh, look at that face. I think maybe that's a flub face. We are a box of crayons, each one of us unique, but when we get together, the picture is complete. Look at all of the amazing things they did together. They worked together as a team and they showed each other kindness, and they had different emotions and feelings the whole time. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson, because it reminds us that we're all different and that we all have feelings and emotions that may be different from our friends and our family members, and that's okay. And sometimes if we don't have words to show how excited and happy we are, we could show our sign, or we could just show a big smile. And sometimes when we're sad or kind of upset about something, we could just show a sign again, or we could just say, I need a couple minutes to be by myself. Thank you so much for joining me today on Medford Anywhere Learning TV.
Thanks for tuning in to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. Medford School District is a place where all are learning, and learning is for all.
Miss Rose, I miss you a bunch. I hope that this virus stops so I can see you more. Miss you. We love you. I wanted to say hi to Miss Jossie's class and all my friends at Jacksonville, and I miss you. Bye.
Hello, my name is Christian Chavez, and I go to KUA's charter school, and I want to give a huge shout out to Miss Kay Derrickson. She is highly respected with my family and I, and I just wanted to let her know that she's super important to me because she helps me with my education, and I hope she stays safe.
Mr. Smith, I love you. Thank you, Mrs. Pardo and Mrs. Manili. We miss you and love you. Bye.
I appreciate Mrs. Valois because she's very hardworking, easy to talk to, and loving and understanding to all her students.
Thank you for all your hard work, Mrs. Beard. I miss you.
Thank you, Miss Yanker, for everything you do. I miss you.
Hi, Mr. Rumry and Senora Weintraub. Thank you for all you've done for me.
Hi, Mrs. N. I'm making you a cat because I miss you so much.
I hate being on camera, but I wanted to let my teachers know how much I love them and how much I miss them. Thank you guys for being the best and the greatest. Thank you so much for teaching me.
Hi, my name is Natalia and I go to Lone Pine School. My teachers are Miss Southmead and Miss LaBelle. I want to thank them for always supporting me even through this hard time with coronavirus and doing Zoom calls to teach each other every Wednesday. I just want to thank you, Miss S and Miss L. And thank you all teachers. I appreciate you. Bye.
The teacher that I am thankful for is Mrs. Fowler. She's always very caring and pushes me to my limits and is always smiling.
You're the best teacher ever, Mr. Nicholson. I miss you. Hi, my name is Taylor, and I go to Abraham Lincoln Elementary, and my teacher is Mr. Allman, and I miss all my friends. Hi, Mrs. Abbott. Thanks for being my teacher. I really, really miss you. Mrs. Carson, I thank you for everything that you do. I miss you. Thank you. Allison, I miss you a lot. I can't wait to see you. Bye. Hi, Miss Alderman. I appreciate you because you work so hard for our class to take care of us. And I miss you.
Say hi, Miss Tolson, for being my teacher!
Hey, South Medford teachers. I just want to say thank you from me to you for mainly these last 3 years. You guys have taught me so much and really helped me make the person that I am today, and you guys have been so gracious and lenient and just all around good teachers, and you're dedicated to your students. So if you've had me as a student, I just want to say personally thank you so much, and for always taking the time to teach me and explain things and answer my millions of questions. And also, even now in quarantine, you guys are still dedicated to your students and you're still working hard to teach us, and I just want to say thank you, and I hope you guys are doing good.
I'm thankful for Miss Blessy at Roosevelt School. She's the best.
Hi, Mr. Barbie, thank you. I'd like to say hi to all my 6th grade teachers, Mr. Franklin, Miss Banky, and Miss Cabot.
Thank you, Mrs. Stratton.
Thanks, Miss Murphy at Hoover Elementary. We miss you.
Hey, Miss Dode. I love being in your class. I miss you. Go Beavers.
Go, Mrs. Dawson.
Hey, Team 72 teachers. Thanks for being so great. I miss you. Go Bulldogs.
Hey, just wanted to give a shout out to Miss Mie's class at Jacksonville Elementary. And a hi to all of the students, staff, and teachers. I miss you. Bye.
Hello, I am Malachi. I go to Lone Pine School. My teacher is Mrs. Mock, and I want to thank her so much for helping me out on math problems, reading problems, my writing, and all of my school stuff. Even though we're farther away and we can't like talk to each other more, she's still been helping me out a lot. Well, thank you, Miss Mock. Bye.
I love you, Mrs. Fieldtime, so much because you're so kind and nice.
Thank you, Miss Quill and Mr. Weinberg, for teaching me in the short year that we have. Hi, Mr. Vasquez.
Schmidt, I really miss you. I hope you have a good day with your girls today. I hope that we can go to school together soon.
Hi, Mrs. Joy. Thank you for all the hard work that you've done to keep us going on a school walk. You're a really good teacher. I miss you.
Hi, Mrs. Bennett. I love you. I'm so glad you're my teacher this year. And I hope you're doing good. Bye.
Oh, I've loved all my teachers from kindergarten to 4th grade.
They've taught us just to be passionate, and they're super passionate about what they're doing. I don't think it would be possible for them to have the job if they weren't passionate about it.
Well, they definitely show a big role model, especially in elementary school when it's a lot easier to be molded.
If you do good, you get treats sometimes with candy and stuff like that, and they're really nice.
I always liked a teacher with like a lot of high energy and but hands-on too, because I'm more of a hands-on learner.
We learn a lot at school, and so every day I come home knowing a lot more than I did.
She's always been so intrigued with my life stories, and she's told me a couple stories of her own, you know, how she's gone through a lot of stuff to get where she's at right now, and once you hear that, it's a big inspiration to not you, but just everybody else around you.
I would like to say that I've liked all of my teachers so far. Not a single one I haven't liked. They're all involved in all the students. Even Mrs. Feely, who had 2 different grade levels in one class.
They work hard, and that's something that is lost in this day and age, and I just respect what they do. I wouldn't be interested in biology or horticulture 2 years ago, and their passion influences their students to just go and take that career path.
Thank you, Medford School District teachers.
Thank you to all the Medford School District's wonderful teachers.
You do a really great job at everything you do.
Thank you to all the hardworking Medford District teachers. Your work is very much appreciated to everyone in the school.
You've changed my life, and thank you for the experience.
A principal makes sure everyone is safe and we don't run into any problem like, oh, what if we don't have enough money for all the field trips we're having?
The principal always puts the big pictures for assemblies on the screen. Bring teachers to meetings to help them learn stuff.
Make sure that the students are on task and following the rules.
Whenever somebody comes to the office, they both solve their problems together and make a solution for every problem that they do.
Have you ever had to go to the office and talk to the principal?
Yes.
What's that like?
I actually went there today.
She would find out some fundraisers for us to find enough money, and so our school doesn't have any problems.
If there wasn't a principal, it would probably be total chaos and the teachers would be arguing all the time. This whole entire school would be like so crazy that there would be people getting so crazy that they would be like throwing food all over the walls, pushing bookshelves down, breaking stuff. Thank you for making the school the most wonderfulest place.
Thank you for running this school. I really like it, and I'm gonna be sad when I move into middle school.
Thank you for being great representative for the students and for other people around the world.